As with other Syndeia interfaces, the model transform capability gives us the ability to take an entire model structure in one tool, create an equivalent model structure in a second, connect them at the individual element level, and compare and update both structure and content, all in a single action. In our UAV model, we have set up an activity to describe the project flow in the development of our UAV. We show it here in an activity decomposition map, with UAV project WBS work breakdown structure as the top-level activity and two sub-levels of activities below that. In the Syndeia Connection Manager, we will select the reference connection and drag UAV project WBS into the Syndeia Demo Box project. After the process is complete, we can see in the connection browser that 21 new reference connections have been created. With each SysML element in the hierarchy connected to a JIRA issue of type task, since that was our selection earlier in the Settings tab. There are several features worth noting about this connection set. First, from the SysML model or the Syndeia dashboard, we can right-click any of the activities and select Summarize Connected Artifacts. This feature only exists for the JIRA interface currently. If we choose the top-level activity, the summary shows all 21 connections belonging to the UAV project WBS and its sub-activities, including status, reporter, assignee, and last updated, with statistics for all 21 at the bottom. From the summary, or other elements in the Syndeia dashboard or the SysML model, we can open one of the connected issues in the JIRA interface. If we open Phase 1 Project Plan, we see not only the usual project management info, we also see a set of related links that show that this issue is connected in JIRA to both the higher-level activity UAV project WBS and the 4 lower-level activities under Phase 1. In JIRA, this relates to link is not directional. They don't indicate higher or lower, but they do show the connections. All the issues were originally created with an open status. While we are here, we can change the resolution of this issue to fixed and the status to resolved. Returning to Syndeia, we refresh the summary and see that the status of the connected issue is changed to resolved here too. In the connection browser, we can compare across this connection which returns red because there is a newer version of the JIRA issue with the changes we made in the JIRA interface. As with the reference connections we looked at in the first video in this series, we can update the connection by choosing Sync Target to SysML or SysML to Target. Finally, we can use the Model Transform connection to combine the features of reference and data map. Also in this SysML model, we have created the same WBS structure as a block structure, with the JIRA issue stereotype already applied to each block. In the SYNDEA Connection Manager, we will select the Model Transform connection and drag one of the mid-level blocks, Phase 3 for example, into a JIRA project. In the connection browser, the result is 5 new connections. If I open the JIRA interface to the Phase 3 issue, I see the 4 part properties have generated 4 new issues that are classified as subtasks of the Phase 3 issue. Subtask relationships in JIRA are limited to a single level. Issues that are subtasks cannot have subtasks of their own. In the SysML-BDD, we see that each of the affected blocks now shows the full set of JIRA value properties that can be compared and synced. Like the data map connection shown in the second video, each of the value properties can be compared and synced with the corresponding issue characteristics, at least within the limits of the JIRA API. Unlike data map connections, we can also look at the structures of the SysML and JIRA models. I will modify the SysML model, making the preliminary design review block a part of Phase 4, not Phase 3. Now I return to the SYNDEA Connection browser and compare across the Phase 3 block connection. The result shows a JIRA subtask without a corresponding part property in SysML. Using the sync feature across this connection has complex results and must be used carefully. For example, syncing target to SysML will restore the 4th part property of type preliminary design review to the Phase 3 block, but it does not delete the new part property of the same type for Phase 4. Similarly, sync SysML to target does not update the subtask structure accordingly. The overlap between model-based engineering and project management is an active field. Look for additional videos on this topic as new use cases are invented and refined. Also, review the videos in the visualization module to see how SYNDEA can support traceability between the domains.